Many people the world over suffered cruelty at the hands of Nazi Germany. Good men had to pay a high price not to cooperate with the Gestapo or give them the information they wanted. In free verse, Carl Sandburg tells of a real-life victim of this cruelty. In The Man with the Broken Fingers. The man with the broken fingers throws a shadow down from the spruce and evergreen mountain timbers of Norway and across to Europe and the Mediterranean to the oasis palms of Libya. He lives and speaks a sign language of lost fingers. From a son of Norway who slipped the Gestapo nets, the Nazi patrols, the story comes as told among those now in Norway. Shrines in their hearts they have for this nameless man who refused to remember the names the Gestapo wanted. Tell us those names. Who were they? Talk. We want those names. And the man faced them, looked them in the eye, and hours passed, and no names came. Hour on hour, and no names for the Gestapo. They told him they would break him. They had broken others. The rubber hose slammed around face and neck. The truncheon handing pain with no telltale marks, or the distinction of the firing squad, and death in a split second. The Gestapo considered these and decided for him something else again. Tell us those names! Who were they? Talk! Names now or else. And no names came. Over and over, and no names. So they broke the little finger on the left hand. 3 fingers came next, and the left thumb bent till it broke. Still no names. And there was a day and a night for rest and thinking it over. Then again, the demand for names, and he gave them the same silence. And the little finger of the right hand felt itself twisted. Back and back, twisted till it hung loose from a bleeding socket. Then 3 more fingers crashed and splintered one by one. And the right thumb, back and back in a shattered bone. Did he think of violins or accordions he would never touch again? Did he think of baby or woman's hair he would never again play with? Or of hammers or pencils, no good to him anymore? Or of gloves and mittens that would always be misfit? He may have laughed for half a moment over a Gestapo job. So now, for a while, he would handle neither fork nor knife, nor lift to his lips any drinking cup handle, nor sign his name with a pen between thumb and finger. And all this was halfway. There was more to come. The Gestapo, wit and craft had an aim. They wanted it known in Norway that the Gestapo can be terrible. They wanted a wide whispering of fear of how the Nazis handle those who won't talk or tell names. We give you one more chance to cooperate. Yet he had no names for them. His locked tongue, his Norwegian will pitted against Nazi will, his pride and faith in a free man's way, his welcoming death rather than do what they wanted. They brought against this their last act of fury, breaking the left arm at the elbow, breaking it again at the shoulder socket. And when he came to, in a flicker of opening eyes, they broke the right arm, first at the elbow, then the shoulder. By now, of course, he had lost all memory of names, even his own. And there are those like you and me and many, many others who can never forget the man with the broken fingers. His will, his pride as a free man shall go on. His shadow moves and his sacred fingers speak. He tells men there are thousands, withering, shattering deaths. Better to die one by one than to say yes, 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 when the answer is no. 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 And death comes quickly, and death comes soon, and death is a quiet step into a sweet